Hey guys, you're welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ella and I'm super excited that you joined me today. Now, on this channel, I love to give videos on, healthy lifestyle, weight loss, and a little bit of fashion. So if you're coming here for the first time and videos like these are the things that interest you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And also the tips I'll be sharing in this video, if you're, vibing with them, also don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Now on today's video, quite frankly, is going to be on something that was inspired by a few videos that I've seen on YouTube lately. And I figured, why not make my own version? And the video is going to be on healthy things. Yes, healthy things that I think you may not be doing properly. So although they're healthy, maybe you're doing them the wrong way or you're still doing them based on a misconception. So I'll be sharing these tips with you guys today. Guys, please keep in mind that I always tell you guys that I'm no doctor, neither am I an expert. So whatever tips I give on my channel, including today's video, are things that I've picked up on research and reading extensively, and also from my personal experience on my weight loss journey and healthy lifestyle. So yeah, keep that in mind and take the things I'm giving you with a grain of salt, or after the video, head over and do your own research, okay? Before you make a final conclusion or decision. Now, the first one is if you're one of those people who's switching egg whites or eating only egg whites and ditching the yolks. Guys, I used to be one of those people. I remember my very first weight loss journey as a teenager. I avoided egg yolks like they were a plague. The mentality back then was, they'll make me fat. Egg yolks will make you fat. Now, fast forward to present day, I've realized that most of the nutrients, the very quality nutrients in the egg are contained in the yolk. Guys, after this video, if this is news to you, just check on Google the nutritional content of the egg white and the egg yolk. Compare them side by side. You're going to be absolutely blown away. The minerals, the vitamins, the antioxidants that embodied in the egg yolk, not actually the egg white. So now that I know this, I usually consume the whole egg. And even those who are looking, because most people's mentality is, if I take egg yolks, it's going to make me fat. Now, if you consider a lot of healthy diet plans or healthy weight loss advocates, they tell you that if you want to incorporate healthy fats into your diet, eating the whole egg actually constitutes the healthy fat, mainly from the yolk. So yeah, just do your research on this. I also know that some people's doctors will tell them stay away from the egg yolk because of the cholesterol content, which is why I put out the disclaimer at the beginning of this video. So just do your research and decide whatever works for you. But the key news here is that most of the good nutrients, most of the highly beneficial nutrients in the egg are found in the yolk. And before, I used to think it was a healthier alternative eating just the white, but now that I know, I eat everything together. Now guys, the next one is on low fat or fat-free products and full fat products. Now, still the same mentality of, if I go full fat, then I'm going to end up consuming a lot of fat and it will not help me lose weight, or I'll end up gaining weight. This was also my mentality when I used to consume milk, or if I'm going to buy yogurt or anything, I would usually opt for the fat-free or the low fat, thinking it was helping me. Now guys, the thing about most low-fat products, if you actually take your time to study the nutritional table on the body of the product, you may be blown away by the excess additional sugars. Because the thing is, when you drastically reduce the fat content in a food, it affects the tastes. And what most of these food manufacturers do is, once they've stepped down that fat, to make up for the decrease in taste, they add excess sugar. So you're trying to lose weight, and so you're avoiding fat, and then you end up taking excess sugar, which could actually be more detrimental than the fat you're trying to avoid. So yeah, guys, keep this in mind. I used to do this. I used to think it was healthy, going for fat-free or low fat, but now I've realized it's actually better to go for the full fat. You just have to find a way to balance your diets generally. Now this next one is going to feel like an attack, but I'd say subtle attack. Yes, subtle attack on those advocates of breakfast being the most important meal of the day. Honestly, I completely beg to differ. I used to be one of those people. I wouldn't want to skip my breakfast. Even when I'm not hungry, I'd want to eat that breakfast because they say it is the most important meal of the day. On this topic, I'm not going to try to talk so much in it. I'm just going to hint and then leave you to do your research and make your decision at the end of the day. Take, for example, myself. I'm a proud intermittent faster, and restricting my eating window entails that most of my fasting window includes my morning time. And guys, I'm a living witness of the benefits of intermittent fasting. So the next time someone comes to me saying, don't skip your breakfast, don't skip your breakfast. First of all, I know that with my diet plan or my eating pattern, I have to skip my breakfast most of the time, and I'm achieving good results. So I can tell that it's benefiting me. So yeah, you might be skipping breakfast thinking it's the most important meal of the day. I can't go without breakfast. Do your research on this one and then decide. You don't have to eat your breakfast if you're not hungry. That is all I'm saying. Guys, this next one is on water consumption. Yep. We've heard it, like God, even as I'm saying it right now, I'm picturing my mom constantly calling my phone. Have you taken your water? Have you taken the minimum required amount of water you should take for the day? Now, guys, this is another one I'd like you to take with a grain of salt, because I know that amount of water you should consume in a day might be dependent or might be affected by the kind of diet you're on. Certain kind of diets will require you to take more amount of water, and also depending on your location. Environment could be dry, and then you have to step up your water intake, But generally, I found, at least a lot of researchers will support me on this one. In my digging and my research, I found out that it's actually okay to let your body dictate the amount of water you take in a day. Let the body guide you. When you feel thirsty, you drink. You don't have to, because they say you should consume a minimum of 8 or 10 glasses of water a day, or maybe because you've heard someone say that as an adult you should consume so and so gallons of water in a day. So even when you're not thirsty, you're pumping in water into your body. There's actually something called too much water consumption, and that could be very detrimental to the body when you begin to over dilute your electrolyte content, your potassium content, and all that. Just do your research on this one, and depending on those factors I talked about, decide if you should just let your body guide you, or even if you're going to step it off, you don't go overboard with it. So that's it on water consumption. It is very healthy to drink water, but you may not be doing it properly. You may be consuming just too much. That is the point here. Guys, the next healthy, in quotes, thing that you're doing that is actually wrong is consumption of diet sodas. This one is no longer news to a lot of people, but I'm just saying it here, just in case there's someone who hasn't heard before. Let this be an enlightener. Those who know, let it be a reminder. Now, guys, we usually, I for one, even I'm not going to lie, I need to take my own advice. Once in a blue moon, I just take one can here and there. But yeah, I'm still talking, this tip right here is also directed to me and to all of us. We're all trying to help each other be healthy. Yeah, so those diet sodas, we usually opt for them because we think they don't contain sugar. Now, the thing is, most of them are laden with artificial sweeteners that are actually worse than sugar. Sweeteners that research has proven to be carcinogens, yes, things that cause cancer. So keep this in mind the next time you're feeling, I'm going for a diet soda because it doesn't contain sugar and sugar is bad for me. It actually contains something that is worse than sugar. Now, what do I do instead? Mineral water, carbonated mineral water. When I'm craving Coca-Cola on a hot day, I take carbonated mineral water. And that carbon in it, gives me that rush and that taste that I get from Coca-Cola. Guys, the next one is, this one is not really one that I'm very guilty of, because even before I started taking apple cider vinegar and lemon, I did extensive research on the right amount to take, the proper way to take it. So I went in informed, but I also know that a couple of people or a handful of people are taking this the wrong way. It is healthy to take this drinks, apple cider vinegar and lemon, but some people take it without some sort of protection for their teeth. And this could actually be detrimental. It could lead to teeth sensitivity. So you're taking apple cider vinegar and lemon, and it's a healthy thing to do, but because you're doing it the wrong way, it might be causing another sort of health hazard. So yeah, keep that in mind. Take with a straw. And for me, most times, even after taking with a straw, I still go in with plain water, to rinse out my mouth afterwards, just to protect the teeth. So yeah, it's a healthy thing to drink lemon. It's a healthy thing to drink apple cider vinegar. Do not get me wrong. I'm a huge advocate of these two drinks, especially for weight loss and other extra benefits that they have. But if you're going to do it, please do it right. So guys, we've come to the end of today's video. I kind of feel like on today's video, I was a little bit, extra with my gestures and I don't know, maybe I'm feeling a little bit energetic today. So thanks for listening to me so far. Please, if you haven't subscribed and you watched till this point, consider subscribing before you leave, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave your beautiful comments below and I'll see you in my next video. It's bye for now.